What's up, guys? Okay, I've been kind of thinking, right? I know this is wrestling shooters, and we're not talking about a wrestling thing, but I kind of want to talk about this hot topic right now. Um, UFC 203 happened. I saw the first match. I saw Uriah Faber lost, which was kind of shocking, to be honest with you. I watched all the way to the Punk fight, and I watched the Punk fight. If you guys don't know, he lost in 2 minutes and 14, 13 seconds, somewhere around there, to Mickey Gall by submission via rear naked choke. People are talking crap, and all this other stuff. I will say the thing I said on a Facebook page was when someone said tonight's the night that CM Punk shuts all the haters up. I'm like, yeah. What was that you were saying? Because last I saw, it was getting choked out. And that wasn't necessarily a punch or a jab at CM Punk. No, stating the facts. It's like, that's not really what happened, man. I hate to tell you. And I'll be honest, I kind of wanted to see Punk win. I'll be honest, I kind of wanted to see Punk win. Now, I'm gonna be honest, I've had mixed feelings on Punk. Bipolar. If you guys have seen my channel BBB717, you know that back in 2012 when he was heel and when I was in my Marky Mark days, you'll know that I hated Punk with a passion back then. Looking back on that, I will admit I was silly, and his heel run was actually pretty damn good. I will stand on the fact that I don't like long title reigns, especially over here. I don't like that. That's why I want the New Day to drop the belts like ASAP. I don't care if it makes sense or not. I don't really care. I just want the belts off of them. But that's beside the point. Punk's debut in the UFC. Am I surprised that he lost to Mickey Gall? No, I'm not. I don't really know much about Mickey Gall. I haven't really been paying much attention to UFC. I just know some of the names, like, if I recognize the name. I have the UFC 2 video game. I've heard about the names from actually playing that game, funny enough. So if a name pops up, it would depend. I might be somewhat familiar, I might not be familiar with it at all. I don't know. But I know some of the big names that have been in the octagon, like George St-Pierre, BJ Penn, Frank Mir, Shane Carwin, Cain Velasquez, Alistair Overeem. I probably botched that last name. My bad. John Jones, Anderson Silva, Ryan Bader, Lyoto Machida, Rampage Jackson, Tito Ortiz, Chuck Liddell. List goes on. And am I surprised that Punk lost? No, I'm not. I'm really not. Maybe by the way he lost by submission, which I'm kind of I'm not surprised, but at the same time I thought he was gonna get knocked out. I wanted to see Punk win, but I'm like, well, he's probably gonna end up losing to Mickey Gall, which indeed happened. What am I gonna say? Okay. People were talking a lot of crap, saying, "Oh, Punk should go back," and blah blah blah, and all this stuff. Okay. Learn what the meaning of the word passion is before you even go and say that. Okay. I watched his post-fight interview. Okay, and he said that this is the most fun he's ever had, even though he got his ass kicked. It's pretty hilarious, to be honest with me. Like, in a good way. Not a making funny joke way. No, a hilarious way. Like, that's pretty fucking cool. He talks about his passion. Like, the second best day of my life. Next to marrying his wife. Aw, love everywhere. And I look at these statistics that people are giving me. Punk has lost 15 out of 16 training fights. And then he lost his debut tonight. And that's understandable, It's hard from going to a professional wrestling or a sports entertainment aspect to an MMA world, because those two are completely different worlds. Sports entertainment, wrestling in general is completely different from MMA and the Octagon, the UFC. Those are two completely different areas. So it's hard to transition. Ask Brock Lesnar. He got tapped out by Frank Mir by a heel hook, I believe is what it was. Yeah, it's been a long time since then. But you know what? Brock bounced back. He won the championship, and then he realized, well, he had a bit of a problem with diverticulitis. I think is what that was. I don't know for sure. Don't quote me on that. And he lost after he beat Shane Carwin to retain the belt, ending Carwin's undefeated streak. Lost to Cain Velasquez, I believe, at round one, if I recall correctly. And then lost to Alistair Overeem, which I don't know if he's the champ yet. I haven't actually looked at that. That part I haven't got to. But hopefully he is the champ, because I don't really know the other guy. I know him more than the other guy who was apparently the champ. I haven't watched UFC. I really don't watch UFC because I don't really think about it. I don't really follow UFC in any way, shape, or form. It's not that I hate UFC. I just haven't really paid much attention to it. But anyway, back to the point. Punk can bounce back from this. Okay, it's absolutely possible we can. I will give the guy credit where it's due. Okay, he did something that he wanted to do. He had the balls to go from professional wrestling to MMA world, and a lot of the people, like some people from WWE, are actually saying, "Hey, that's fucking, hey, yeah, the balls do it." More than what I can say about myself, and that's good. You know, people can, like Triple H can post a picture about like Punk getting like taken on, and him just like smiling about that and all that, and which don't really expect anything less, to be honest. But here's the thing: while I admire Punk for his bravery and his passion, I admire him for that completely. Don't overdo it. Like, if you can win matches and actually maintain a good health, so to speak, then keep doing this. Obviously, like keep doing this. Obviously, if you want, if this is your dream, do this. But if it comes to a point where you're not getting anywhere and people, I don't want to sound like trying to like rain on this parade thing. I'm really not. I'm trying not to be a dick, but help me out here. What am I trying to say? You're too tired. I guess what I'm saying is like, if it keeps up and you can't get your head in the game, then only then should you maybe consider going back to the professional wrestling world. Not necessarily WWE. No, I'm not saying that. Like, go to Ring of Honor. I mean, you had a good time there. Go to New Japan. Go to Lucha Underground. Maybe. Even though they're not necessarily a luchador, but you can high fly. So, I mean, it works. Go, what's in this? But if you need to, go anywhere else but WWE. I mean, go to TNA. Yeah, I mean, if you'd want to go back to the professional wrestling world, you want to go to TNA, I mean, that's fine. Or, if you need to, if you realize you were wrong, I need to have talk with Vince. All in all, though, guys, I obviously wish Punk nothing but the best in MMA. I'll support his MMA career. Hopefully, it takes him to the level that Brock did, but better. Like, he actually gets the title, but actually can go on with it as well. So, that is going to do it for me, though, guys. Just thought I'd do a quick video about it. Here on the shooters, yeah, it was interesting. Sad the Punk lost. You know what? You can't really be surprised. So, that's going to do it, though, guys. Peace.